We went live sideways again. Okay, I'll try to figure this out. Can you guys see me and hear me? I don't know why YouTube keep doing this. I was supposed to go live this way. Tuan, how are you? Okay, just give me a second to find a spot to prop my phone because this was not right. Okay, let's hope. Okay, I guess this will do. Good morning or good evening based on where you're joining from. It's as usual 7 a.m. in Armenia. Let's give people a quick second to join in. I saw there were 7 people in when I got in and then it dropped to 4. Is it my face? It's my face. Now 2. How is everything? Things seem crazy from Adam and Sam's feed. Yep. I have my Armenian flag scrunchie for this video, and YouTube has been giving me some technical issues lately. There were 2 so far, which one, basically this video that is we're doing right now about repatriation and answering some of your questions, got deleted. So that's why I'm redoing it as a live, so hopefully this will stay up. And then the second one during the live with Rich, it just basically kicked us out at a very random time of like 35 minutes. So I don't know. Hopefully this will stay up. I have my coffee this time. I promise it's coffee inside. Yeah. And then I have my Alexa play the Duduk shirt. Oh my god, last time when I said this, someone said that I messed up their Alexa. So hopefully this didn't do that right now. If everybody's Alexa starts playing the Duduk. Excuse me. Okay, I can see your chats. And okay, I'll start. There are 10 people. There's a dog barking outside. So I'll just start. If you guys at any point can't hear me because of the noise in the background, let me know. But I'm coming to you from my balcony again because at Cascade there were a lot of people running. So I thought it might be less distracting if we do this chat here. And then I'm going to go film another video for you guys, which will not be alive. I will upload that so you can watch it. You keep getting videos from ANCA. Hi, Matthew. How are you? I love seeing all the regulars here. Okay, so basically, I wanted to do this video because one of the most, literally the most question I get is, am I moved here permanently? Oh, before I start, thank you so much, you guys. We hit 1,500. Thank you so much. Okay, now, Patil, stop getting distracted and talk. I'm also like admiring the tree behind me, which is my regular view, but I don't know why it's distracting me. Okay, yeah, so the most question I get all the time is, did I move here permanently? How does it feel like? How long have I been here? How long am I staying? So I thought, let me just do a video. And in this video, I won't be talking about, let's say, like reading what's off of a website. I'm just going to talk about my experience and then direct you to those resources or websites, so then you can, because each experience will be different. And I also, speaking of each experience will be different, I want to kind of start this whole video by a disclaimer that repatriation means something different for each one, and it looks, sorry, cars, and it looks different for each person, and it doesn't have to be the exact same thing for everybody. So I just want to start by saying that. And then I posted an Instagram story asking people to ask me questions about repatriation, and in those questions I also got the question of how long am I staying, am I not coming back? So I'll start by answering that question once and for all, but I know I'm going to get the question again. So the answer to that is basically, I will always be coming back and forth with Armenia. I still have my family in Canada. Shout out to my mom and dad and brother and Tamar. I love you guys. And I will always be coming back and forth. I will be visiting my family. Last time I came here, I stayed for a year and a half. This time, it's ranging between 7 to 8 months. I'm not exactly sure. I do have the residency. I don't have a citizenship. I have a residency, which is the 10-year residency, which is one of the different options of being a resident. You know what? I'm gonna link the website for the ANCA as well. I'm gonna link the website too, because that's like a whole different topic. Sorry guys, I'm trying to answer the questions as they come, because in YouTube the chat just disappears. So basically, I have the 10-year residency. It doesn't expire other than it being 10 years if you live outside of Armenia for too long. Someone was asking me that on Instagram. If you get the citizenship or the residency, does it expire because you're not in the country? For as long as I know, my 10-year residency is there, and it's gonna be there for 10 years, which means when I come into Armenia, I don't have to take a visa. I just show my residency, but I also need my passport to come in. Also, the reason why I got it initially, because I knew I'm gonna stay. Someone's also sweeping the floor. I knew I'm gonna stay for longer than the 4-month period, which a Canadian citizen gets with their passport, which is like the visa, the longest visa. Other than that, you have to leave the country and come back each 4 months. So I got the 10-year residency, but it's also because I had a job in Armenia, and in order to have a job, you have to either be a resident or a citizen, and you have to pay taxes, which is the other question that someone asked me about tax obligations, which basically it's gonna be not organized, but yeah, kind of organized through your work. So you need to be a resident or a citizen to hold a job in Armenia. So that brings us to a lot of people are asking like, where do I even start? Like, what's the first thing to do when you get there, or how do you even start thinking about repatriation? I want to say everybody has different needs. I think you should just kind of like make a checklist, but the main things that you need to. Also, my neighbor is on the balcony, like right next to me. I hope I'm not being too loud. I'm gonna lower my voice a little bit. I think you should just make a checklist of what are the things that you need to be living in a country. So obviously, like where you're gonna live, your source of income, like the main basic things that you would need. In terms of where you're gonna live and finding an apartment, I made another video of how to rent an apartment in Armenia, which go check it out if you haven't. Also soon I'm gonna try to go to apartments with my broker just to show you guys what the process looks like. But it's like a very high season right now and he's really busy. So sorry guys. So hopefully soon, maybe in a couple of weeks or so, maybe in August, I will be doing that tour with him, and then I'll show you guys, and then I'll provide his contact information. But other than that, there's a whole video of how to rent apartments. So I would say after you know where you're gonna live and finding a job, they're talking very loudly. This is why I didn't go to Casca today, because they were even louder there. Yeah, so I think then just finding a source of income. Some people ask me if they can work from outside and have a source of income from outside and then live here. I mean, if your job allows for that, then great. Like if you have a remote job or something, then you can just come live in Armenia and have a source of income from outside. Why not? Then you'll, that's with you and your job basically. But in terms of finding jobs, I linked a few links. There's eCords, there's Work for Armenia, shout out to them. There's also Repat Armenia, which is a resource where they post a lot of information on repatriation. And then the other link that you will see is about Birthright Armenia, which I'll talk about the most right now. And then there's a Facebook group called Repat Armenia Facebook group, which I also linked. Definitely join that group if you're thinking of coming here. It's a group where people, it's kind of like a big support system of a lot of repats that are living here or have lived here and are coming and going. So people ask questions like if there's a job opening or if the company's hiring. So it's a huge resource, and they also have a website where it also talks about the the processes of getting your citizenship, your residency, which is different for each person based on their background. So based on what other citizenships you have, there's different paper requirements. So I would definitely recommend going and checking that out. It tells you about the prices and everything, of what these things cost. The process of getting my residency basically overall was probably about 3 months. It took about 3 months, but again, it's very different. Someone asked me if they accept dual citizens. Yes, you have to check your other citizenship and that country and their regulations. And then, but in Armenia, like I have a dual citizenship, like that's totally fine. So there's the other answer. Now, the reason why I even brought up Birthright Armenia is because if you have absolutely no idea where to start, it's the perfect way for you to, what do you say, like dip your toes in the water, or like make the transition. And that's how I kind of did it, and I know so many other people that have done it. I know in Birthright Armenia, I think there's over 200 volunteers that have repatriated, so that's a great way to start. And the reason why I say that, what is Birthright Armenia, in case you guys don't know, because I talk about them a lot. My hair is doing like a weird thing when I'm looking like this. I talk about them a lot for Birthright Armenia. It's basically an organization where they bring in diasporans and also non-Armenians to volunteer in Armenia, and then a lot of times that turns into job opportunities. I got job offers from basically every job site that I've volunteered at. Then it's up to you which one you accept, which one you don't accept, but a lot of times that's the best way to make connections. They provide host families when you're coming in, so there's also, you know, it checks off the where to stay. When you land, they pick you up from the airport, they give you a SIM card for your phone, they bring you to the host family, and then they bring you to the job site the next day. It is a volunteer opportunity, so if that's something you can afford, check out their website as well. I also added it in the link in the description of this video. Check them out, and then if you apply through them, like I said, if you have the financial ability to volunteer for a month or two, there's different options you'll see. There's benefits to volunteering for over 4 months, which is travel reimbursement, but it's also an option. They also have a great alumni network for over 2,000 people around the world, which also allows you the opportunity to ask questions again. Like, let's say if you're moving somewhere, if you're moving to Armenia, they will help you. Like, it's basically a network, and networking is huge in Armenia. Another question that someone asked me is, what's the best way to meet people? And if you do it through Birthright, again, you check off that too, because you arrive here with other volunteers and immediately you have a community. But if you don't do this through Birthright and you just come here by yourself through e-course or Work for Armenia or anything, that's a different option. Let's say meeting people in Armenia is like the easiest thing to do. So you will have a community in absolutely no time. Someone asked me, how do locals feel about diasporan repatriating or visiting Armenia? Great. I have a lot of local friends, and I always say this in every video, to like build a healthy two-way relationship with Armenia and the people here. So far I've never had a negative experience on that. So that answers that question as well. Someone asked me about school systems. That's the one area, honestly, I'm not familiar with because I haven't gone to school here. But I will say, again, anytime you have these types of questions, if you just post it in the Facebook group of Repat Armenia, you'll get a lot of answers. People even ask things like, where can I buy this type of thing? Or, you know, where can I find this item? And people will also respond that, or like they will ask for recommendations. So there's a lot of Facebook groups like that, but Repat Armenia is kind of like the main one for me, or like my go-to for that. I'm not getting any questions in the chat, so let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for everyone who already liked this video. There are these buses that are connected to the like tram thingy, and it's so cool. There's one right now downstairs. Okay, I'm gonna stick around for a little bit for anyone who has a question, and we can chat. Or if you, someone asked me also, what's the best time to do this, like make the move? Honestly, that's very much up to you. Armenia welcomes you at every season. Each season has its own beauty, and it has like a different vibe. But honestly, based on your abilities, whenever you are able to kind of like mobilize and make this move, that's when you can do it. And also, I just want to wait for this bus to go and show you my pretty face. Okay, it's gone. Yeah, and like also what I was gonna say earlier, going back to my first main point, is for everyone who's asking like, how long are you staying, or are you moved here permanently? Don't feel like if you come like, oh my god, like I can't leave, otherwise like I failed, or whatever the case may be. I'm always going to be back and forth. And you guys remember Sam, I did the interview with him. He's been here for over 20 something times at this point. You're still making an impact, so think about it that way. Okay, we've been here for 15 something minutes. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Is my mom not here today? Mom, what's this? That was me just awkwardly waving at my mom. Okay, I guess there are no other questions. On that note, there's gonna be 2 fun videos coming up. Oh, it's late in Canada, so maybe she's sleeping. Yeah, probably. I know she'll watch later. Oh, your videos over the last few months have inspired me to come visit Armenia in August, so thank you. Question, any of your companies you recommend in English? Tour companies. So there's this tour company called One Way. I've done a tour with them on the Dolma Festival Day. They basically took us to 5 churches and cathedrals, and then we went to the Dolma Festival. Honestly, they were good. This is not an ad. It wasn't anything like a sponsorship or anything. I just did it on my own. So, honest review. They were organized. They spoke English. The day was really hot, so that impacted my mood a little bit, but not a fault of theirs by any means. So yeah, I would say One Way was the one that I've tried, and it was good. Like, they were organized in terms of connecting with them, getting responses, speaking English, doing the tour in English, or answering any questions we had on the tour. So they're one. I'm gonna do a video about the free walking tour in Yerevan. But that's like for Yerevan. Basically, you go meet. There's like a meeting. Actually, that's a good question. It's better to get a tour company at first time in Armenia when traveling, or jump in the deep end. Okay, let me let me talk about the walking tour, and then I'll answer that question. Yeah, so there's this like thing where you go and meet at a meeting point in the Republic Square, and then they take you on a free walking tour in Yerevan. But again, like, that's just for Yerevan. I'll do a video with them. I'm trying to organize it. Stay tuned. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, so you can stay tuned. This is a huge fly. About the tour companies, honestly, I haven't, other than this One Way tour thing that I've done, I haven't done that, but it wouldn't be a bad idea, just because with Birthright Armenia, again, they do weekly excursions where they take you to all the places that a tour company would. So I've kind of gone to all these places with them, because like, you're going with all your friends, and you know, with Birthright, and they it's like a very good price package with Birthright. It's literally just $10 for each excursion, and there's the food and everything is included. Thank you so much for the sticker. Thank you. So yeah, like, I've always done it with them, so I never done a tour other than that. Greetings from Australia. I'm stuck at home as with lockdown doing online schooling, which sucks as I'm in New York. Oh, hi Levon from Australia. Yeah, I heard that in Australia it's all still locked down. Hopefully it will open up soon and you'll be able to come visit in Armenia, and maybe we'll see you here. Yeah, but the other thing with the tour companies, if you have questions, again, like what other tour or even like groups there are, because sometimes people travel in groups, they just make groups and travel together. These groups also will form in a Facebook group called Repat Armenia, so you can do it through that, or you can, if you go to like Republic Square, each corner there's a tour company kind of waiting to sell you packages, so it wouldn't be too hard to find them. But again, my only experience has been with One Way Tour. And I don't know why it's called One Way. It's a weird name for a tour company. But I feel like I've plugged them a lot in this video. So maybe you guys will try them out. Do you guys have any other? Oh, 13 people in here and 13 likes. Thank you so much, guys. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Tuan had a call. Sorry if I'm asking an already addressed question. No problem at all, Tuan. Let me know. What's the question? We're in the question. Hi, Pata. I'm from Singapore. We are still unfortunately stuck in a sort of partial lockdown, though not as bad as Australia. Hi, Alexander. Oh my God, I really want to visit Singapore. Maybe soon. If that's the other reason why I'm not like permanently in Armenia, whatever that means, is I'll be visiting a lot of countries so I can amplify the Armenian communities in everywhere around the world. I've already done Lebanon, so hopefully soon I'll be able to go to other places. Our Australian accent is so different from the Canadian one. Yes, it is. But mine, I don't know what my accent is, you guys. I mean, I was born and raised in Syria, so I speak, I don't know, Patil accent. I don't know what that means. Do you know if there's more solely socially oriented group for people that may be planning to repatriate solo? And then the other, what's the responsibility to come to some paying taxes? Okay, Patilness. Thank you, Twan. Okay, I'll answer those two questions. If you're repatriating by yourself, like I said earlier, it's really Armenia. It's so easy to network with people. You literally go to, I'm the type of person who likes to go to restaurants by myself and bars, and I will go, and then in one visit I'll make like 5 friends, and then out of those 5, maybe I'll like 2 of them. No, I'm joking. And then like you'll continue. And then what I like about Armenia is when you meet with people and you start building a community, the next time you see them, it's not like, oh, it's the first time you see them. Like they will continue the conversation, and then out of nowhere you'll be like, oh my God, I have a community here. So really it's not alcoholic much. You know, if you go to bars, you don't have to be drinking. But it's very like, everybody's super sociable and super welcoming. It's like very known about Armenia that everybody's super welcoming. So honestly, I never heard of someone who came here and struggled about finding or forming a community. And then the second question about paying taxes, again, like I was saying earlier, it will be kind of organized through your work. So when I worked for Birthright Armenia, yes, I had a job for Birthright, because when I got job offers from the job sites I was in, and then I also got a job offer from Birthright Armenia. So I basically just took the one with Birthright Armenia because I really love their mission and I wanted to be a part of it. And it really was aligned with what my mission was. So I did that one. Hi, Jerry and Patty Louise. And all I had to do is make sure that I have my residency, and then they did all the paperwork in the tax registration and all of that, and I was paying my taxes through them, basically. So yes, you will be paying taxes if you work here, which is great because you're paying taxes towards Armenia, and it will be all organized through your workplace. So it's similar to how like you file for taxes somewhere else, but you know, based on where you work and all that. I'm not like a financial person. I really don't really understand these things, but I know that I was paying taxes through work. Do you guys have any other questions? This fly is like flying in my ear. Okay, I'm not seeing anything else. Thank you so much for the sticker, the stickers and the super chats. Oh, there's one more. Okay, let's wait for Tuan. He's typing up his question, I assume, right now. Also, my shirt is a little bit wrinkly. My iron that's in my apartment. What's your plan for today? How expensive is Armenia for tourists? What about the army part? Oh my God. Okay, I was talking about my iron, and then there are so many. In terms of the military service, no worries about the repeat, no worries. About the military service, that's something, it's based on like the age. So that's something that I don't have that much information on. But if you go to Ovir, which is where you go to start your paperwork to get the residency and citizenship, that's where you should ask that question. The other question was, how expensive is Armenia? Which I will answer. And then there was one more, which there. How expensive? What's your plan for today? Okay, my plan for today is basically going to film the video on some items that you guys asked me if we can find in Armenia. How much Armenian language should you know ahead of going? Okay, Okay, so that's what I'm doing later. I'm filming a YouTube episode for you guys. How expensive is Armenia is basically very much dependent on what do you like to do during the day. I made the video of what can you buy with $10. It's the first video. When you go to my homepage, you'll see it, like the first one. Definitely check that one out. It really gives you an idea of how much like groceries cost. There goes my English. How much groceries cost. And then there's another video, me eating at a restaurant for less than $10. Again, these are just examples. You can cook at home, or you can eat out, or you can, you know, like based on what you like to do. I also provide a lot of information on taxis in my videos, because transportation, there are transportation where you can like take the train to Gyumri or take the little like buses. But I've gone with a taxi, which is called, the app is called Gigi, and it's basically like the Uber, one of the Uber options for Armenia. So you basically order it through your phone, you put your destination, you can even connect your credit card, so it's like easier. So let's say a trip from here to Gyumri cost me, I think it was 12,000 dirhams, which is a little less than $30. So if you think about these things, like make a plan before coming. If you're just coming here for a tourism, if you're just coming, let's say for 2 weeks, it's such a short amount of time and there's so much to do. So like make a plan of what are the things that you want to be doing, and then check out my videos on what else to do in Armenia, especially if you're coming as a tourist. Like there's the zip lining, there's the hot air balloon, there's all these like cool things to do. There's Yerevan Park that recently opened. So I mentioned the prices in each video of what each thing costs. Okay, I finally figured out how to check the chats again. I go back in the chat, so yay, I don't have to like rush. So how much Armenian you should know. Honestly, in Yerevan, it's very easy to get away with no Armenian at all. Basically, in all touristic destinations and all these places that you go, everybody speaks English. Why am I saying everybody? I shouldn't generalize like that, but you will get it, like you will get by without knowing Armenian. I know so many even repats who don't speak Armenian, so that's an easy like an example to give. But if you want to start learning Armenian before coming, an amazing resource is Iolingo, which is an app like Duolingo, but to teach you Armenian. It will teach you Eastern Armenian, which is the dialect they speak in Armenia. So check out Iolingo for starting to learn Armenian before you come. But again, especially in Yerevan, in Gentron, like in the city center, it's so easy to not know English and be perfectly fine. Do you plan to go for a full citizenship in the future? Do you know if the process are fairly similar or complementary, like residency? Yes, actually, it's even so much cheaper to get citizenship than residency. The only reason that I got residency and not citizenship is actually because I'm already a dual citizen. So that would have been my third one. So I did the residency for 10 years for now, but in the future, if I understand more what are my rights of having three, I will definitely look into it. But it's very, very similar process. And if I got the citizenship, it would have been much cheaper. But anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing that video. Yes, hopefully it will turn out fun. What's the standard of living outside of Yerevan? Seems like a huge difference in infrastructure between the center and the regions. Yes, it is different. There's a lot of work that's being done on decentralization. Is that a word? Like a lot of focus is now being put on Gyumri. Gyumri, honestly, check out my video on a day in, I keep plugging my videos, but definitely check out the video that I do, a day in Gyumri. It will also give you a great idea of what's the city like there in terms of infrastructure and what to do there when you're there. Yeah. I will try to do more videos like this where I go outside of Yerevan and film. Just the schedule is being packed because of the social life in Armenia, but I will try my best to show you guys outside of Yerevan. But yes, there's a lot of, I actually know someone that when they came to Armenia through Birthright, like she's a Birthright alumni, she went to Vanadzor and she now lives in Vanadzor. And we have so many repats through Birthright Armenia that live in Gyumri. So that just shows you that it's a very different lifestyle, and then based on what it is that you like, you will choose where to go. But it's so easy to move between the cities. Like even the people who live in Gyumri come to Armenia like every weekend or even during the week. What's the, that's great. I'm going to be the adventure tourist like you. Yay, Jaren is coming. Thank you so much. What's the next Toronto fan meetup? I will definitely keep you guys posted when I'll be back in Toronto. I'm definitely coming back in the fall at one point, so stay tuned. I'll let you know. And what I'm planning to do, I don't know if Shant is here, Shant Chakmak from the Oud and the Fuzz, but I'm planning to do when I'm there a meetup in, so it's an Armenian restaurant. It's like a super cool bar restaurant, Armenian themed, by a Birthright alum. Actually, like the owner is a Birthright alum and he's a very good friend of mine, and it's an Armenian business. So I'm thinking of doing like a meetup when I'm there to decide on a time, and then we all meet up there and then we have fun together and we support Shant's business. He's probably not in this chat. I don't know if he's gonna watch this video, but I haven't told him that I'm planning to do this, but hopefully he'll be okay with it. Are there any other things I missed in the chat? Nope. Okay. Now I've been talking for 30 minutes. Oh, drop the name of the restaurant. It's called the Oud and the Fuzz. It's in Kensington Market. The Oud and the Fuzz. It's OUD and the Fuzz. I think it's like FUZZ. Now it's gonna sound like I said FU on the video. YouTube, I was not swearing. I was just spelling out a name. I mean, yeah. Because YouTube doesn't like it when people swear in videos. I mean, I don't usually anyway. I'm nervous it's gonna kick me out again at 33 minutes, so I'm trying to like wrap it up before. Thank you so much again for the sticker. Thank you for everybody who liked the video. Yes, Tuan, that's exactly it. That is exactly it. I'll send him the link to this video and I'll be like, hey, I talked about you and this people might visit you. But yeah, hopefully we'll do a meetup in Toronto soon in the fall. They reopened back up recently. They've been very, very much impacted by the lockdown, like very, very much, because they opened right before and then the lockdown happened, which because they were very new, they couldn't qualify for some of the help that the government was giving, and then they had to close again and open again because, you know, the lockdown is like, we're open, we're closed, we're open, we're closed. So I would really love for people to support them and any other businesses that are impacted, like small businesses that really, you know, could use the support. Okay, on that note, I think that's all I have to say. I hope this was helpful. I don't know, there's so much information, and that's why I included the links before the video started, so I know they're there. If I missed anything, the information is all there. I think starting with the Repat Armenia website is a great one. Joining the group on Facebook is a great one. Great first step. And then from there, there's even like they included stories about like funny encounters that Repats have had. So it just like gives you like those relatable stories. Okay. Now because there are no more cars, I want to be respectful of my neighbors and not continue screaming. Love you guys so much. Please like this video if you found it helpful. Please share it on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter, TikTok. Is that a thing? I don't know. Share it, like it. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. It will then show it to more people. And as I do more and more videos, all your support will help me support myself and more, you know, allow me to travel to more places and film the Armenian communities there and hopefully meet you. Every time I'm gonna go somewhere, I'm trying to do this thing. Like even when I was in Lebanon, I was saying like, okay, I'm gonna be at this restaurant or a bar, always the bar, from this time to this time, and I was like inviting people to come. So always stay tuned on my Instagram. That's the best way to get the quickest information. It's at Patil Tutunjan, one word, or at Patil_Tutunjan. Yeah, I have two accounts because they hacked one account and then I have to create another one. Hold on. It's a story. Okay, love you guys so much. Bachigner. And I can't find where the X thing is. it's gonna be like 35 minutes. Let's see if it's gonna kick me out. Tuan, thank you. Tuan, I'm always getting me stickers. And because it's a coffee, I'll cheers with you with the coffee. Thank you so much, you guys. Love you all. Bye.